not far away from the home of the Florida Atlantic Owls, FAU Stadium in Boca Raton, Florida, where they hope this game lives up to the setting. Today, two teams get set to square off in an intra-conference battle in the American. As we'll see, the East Carolina Pirates taking on the Florida Atlantic Owls. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Florida Atlantic about to put toe to leather and get this thing started. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So the East Carolina Pirates offense will go to work first. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. We're just going to see what they do today.
The Pirates can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Got it in the middle, it's Wiles. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Great job by the quarterback there. He saw the safety bite on the run fake. So as the safety comes running downhill, he now knows he has the slant throw to his receiver on the outside.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Scanning the field, it's Hauser. Got a man, it's Smith. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down.
Listen, QBs and wide receivers got to be on the same page, and you got to know when to throw that curl route. It's got to be on time, right when the wide receiver breaks so the DB can't catch up. Nice job, QB and wide receiver, being on the same page, getting some positive yards.
Off play action on first down. Throws for the tight end. He's got an open man. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22.
I'm a big believer in taking shots early in the game and being aggressive and showing my team I got confidence in them. Let's go make plays. First drive, already taking shots down the field. Nice job, nice pitch, nice catch.
And the Pirates will have it 1st and 10. They go to the ground. They'll give him maybe one on the play. It's down to the 20.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Caught in the backfield, it's Smith. Made a defender miss. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, ECU! You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game and get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they closed the deal with a 20-yard pass for 6. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Florida Atlantic's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. And David, we've got a quarterback today who's been known for making enough plays when his team needs them.
Yeah, and listen, he's a guy that this offense is built around him, but Jesse, he's not the guy that's going to take over. He needs the running game to get going. He needs the passing game. He needs a little bit of balance. Really good football player, but he needs the help of the quality teammates around him.
Yeah, you're right. I think the one thing we've seen with this guy is he's got to get into a rhythm in games early, right? And so whether it's running the football or getting a few completions early to get his confidence going, because once that happens, he's very, very good.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Grabbed in the middle, it's Messer. And they'll move the chains, and a good way to wrap up the first quarter. That's the end of the period, and East Carolina has the lead. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Wants to throw on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Henry. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Zone coverage means everybody's looking at the quarterback. So now, when I'm a wide receiver, I got to make sure I know I fit in the hole between these zones. I know where they're dropping to, and I know where I need to get to. Great job by the wide receiver finding that hole, and the quarterback throwing a strike.
Quickly to the tight end. All down at the 38-yard line, and a big pickup of 15 yards there.
Love the play call on the RPO. That time the defender bites on the run fake, and that opens up the window for the slant coming in behind it. Nice job.
On 1st and 10 from the 38. Motion from the wideout. Looking downfield on first down. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's 2nd and long here. Now the play fake. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
Now on 3rd down, this offense has been rolling. Can the defense stand tall? He's looking downfield to throw. Got it in the middle. It's Messer. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. He's going to try to knock one through from 49 yards away. Good, right down the boulevard. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. And he takes this from inside the 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. To the air, it's Hauser. Quick completion on the out. Steps out of bounds across the 25. They'll mark it at the 26, and a good pickup for this offense here.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 26. Wants to go up top on first down. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Oh, the offense lucky to fall on that loose football.
it's so hard to force fumbles. And when you do, you so badly want to get them. You're crawling, you're doing whatever you can to get there as a defender, but the offense fortunate enough to cover it back up.
The Pirates with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Finds a soft spot in the middle. Turning it on. They bring him down, but it'll be first down at the 42.
Well, you know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you loved playing on teams with great offenses.
And the Pirates will line it up on 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. On target to the left. They get him on the ground late in the half. They have the first down at the 41.
Man, this defense, they have got to get better in coverage if they want to get off the field anytime soon. You keep defending like that, this offense might hang 50 on you by the end of the game.
They have a first down at the 41-yard line. Looking for a man. It's Hauser. Firing to the right, complete. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Catch in the middle. It's Riles. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
Here comes the heat. He's going to take off. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout called. And in the final seconds of the first half, they'll send out the field goal unit. And it slips just inside that right upright. The lead now 7 here in the 3rd quarter. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, looks like we've got a great atmosphere today in Boca Raton. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Howard Schnellenberger Field.
The Pirates will kick it off to start the second half. Bringing it back. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Florida Atlantic has the ball back, and the offense will try to put together a drive. Caught behind the line. It's Sands. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And the defense came into this game knowing they were going to have to stop this guy getting handoffs, but also catching the ball. Nice job rallying to him out in the flat, making a nice tackle.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, that's not the way to start a drive. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Pirates.
Great play by the defense, taking that back for a pick six. And as a quarterback, if you're going to throw to your running back, you've got to be accurate with it. Remember, they are not receivers. And if you make it difficult and tricky, bad things happen, and it did right there.
Getting set for the point after.
Is on for the extra point.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead.
That makes the score East Carolina 17, Florida Atlantic.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Florida Atlantic takes over again, and the Owls offense will go back to work. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Second down, he'll throw it. With the catch, it's Sands. Out of bounds at the 22, and just like that, they're out of trouble.
And running backs who can add to the passing game, they can be so dangerous because once they get the catch, they're operating in much more open space than they would be on a handoff. And it really also tests the linebackers' coverage ability and those DBs' tackling ability.
Looking to throw on first down. Snagged in the middle, it's Henry. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
Looking to throw on first down. The quick out. Crosses the 45, out of bounds at the 47-yard line, and a solid play there.
And the wide receivers have to understand what part of the field they're on. I got to make sure I have enough space when I run those out routes that when I break, I can catch the football and try to get upfield, get a few more yards. He runs out of space, but he got the catch and got some positive yards.
Quickly out to the tight end. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
I think that time offensively, you just try to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit, and let's keep going.
Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And the pass falls incomplete. That's how we'll wrap up the third quarter of play. But now, time for the fourth quarter. Guys, East Carolina carries the lead into the quarter break. This has been utter domination through three quarters, and the stats will back that up. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Pulls it in. It's Messer. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
They'll need to get the ball to the 34 to convert this third down. Just a Baryshnikov-like move on the sideline to tap that toe and get the first down. They absolutely had to have that third down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get to third down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
Motion from the wide receiver. Just keeps slinging it. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
All right, you've dug yourself a little bit of a hole offensively. You know you're going to have to throw it here in the second half. You're going to have to make sure, though, you do a better job up front with your pass pro. You got to keep your quarterback standing upright.
So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Grabbed over the middle. It's Henry. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch.
Hey, man, if you're going to make plays like that on slant throws, you got to be able to make catches in traffic. Good, strong hands by the wide out there on the slant.
Florida Atlantic will go to work with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Caught in the backfield, it's Messer. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Screen pass just not working there, and you figure at this point of the game, trailing, you're going to have to be more aggressive and take some shots. You usually run screen passes when you think there's going to be a blitz, but because the defense has the lead, they're just sitting back and playing big zones.
This has been the unending drive. It has gone on forever. It has chewed clock, but now it faces 3rd and long. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. Trying to take it back. All down at the 18-yard line. A solid return after that interception.
And that's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, Palmer, they throw the INT.
And it's a microcosm, too, of just how dominant the defense has been. They've always been a step ahead. They've been the more physical side, and they've been making plays on the back end. That interception should seal this thing.
They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. They want that clock to run.
And I tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
Pulls it and fires to the left. Oh, the sweet juke gets him free. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. And another big play by this offense, and if they are playing, not thinking about the scoreboard at all, there's evidence of it right there.
Hey, if there's time on the clock, as a defense, stop us. Because we're not stopping ourselves. We're going to continue being aggressive. We're going to continue trying to score points. That's the aggressive nature of this football team.
And the Pirates just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Leaves it with the back. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. I'd expect we're going to get another dose of the running game at this point, even though it's 2nd and 11. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
Great team defense on that one play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
He gets it to the 34-yard line, but excellent 3rd down defense, and 4th down's coming up. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. And if they can make this and turn it into a 3-score game, they'll have this one all but locked up. Nestled just inside that right upright. And now the lead is extended a little further.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Looking downfield on first down. Finds his big tight end. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down.